Good evening. Welcome to David's Garden Kitchen. I'm David, and this is going to be an experience in which we're going to cook for affordable amounts of money, something you can make for 3 people for $3. I call surf and turf on toast. And it's kind of an interesting combo, but first I want to show you, all of you, how I make coffee. And it's one of the ways I save a lot of money on coffee is I use this filtered water. I'm filling it up with filtered water. And this is triple filtered water, so it's kind of cool that way. You can set up the kitchen here. I take the old coffee grinds out of here, and I have a compost heap down below, which is a tight Rubbermaid container, and it basically covers it nice and tight. You see compost units that are not so nice. They actually think that the carbon filters them, and they don't. The smell is horrible, so you actually need a really tight lid for compost. But then I get my these particular filter containers are made out of paper that is not bleached. You can buy this. It's a lot safer than the bleached paper because remember, there's chlorine in the bleached paper. And if you're making a drip coffee, you don't want to use chlorine. So that goes in there. And I think I showed you my my Rothschild Farm organic vanilla. Yeah, and no affiliation with a Rothschild. It's with a Rothschild. It's a Rothschild with an S. Got that for $2.99. Organic, 12 ounces. That's not bad. And then I get this coffee at Classic Roast. I get at Walmart for $2.28. So I just take a scoop out of here. I do a scoop and a half, this size scoop right here. There you go. And then I add to it another scoop of the Rothschild brand. I'm going to put this over here. Yeah, we got plenty of time, so no need to worry. And I put a nice full container of this Rothschild organic. Now, I prefer hazelnut, but I saw vanilla, French vanilla, and I went, yeah, I want that. Sponheim blend. So for some reason, that coffee at McDonald's or at Walmart is actually pretty good. It's called Great Values Classic Roast, $2.28. So that's a very good value. And this creates the illusion that this is a finely brewed cup of coffee, and I just stick it right there and hit the on button. And it's ready to go. A pretty nicely brewed group of coffee. I'm going to go without the light, save some energy here. Today we're going to be cooking a mix of ham and shrimp. Yeah, you can see me over there? Okay, great. No, yeah, I did kind of push it earlier. I don't want to push it too deep into it because what it does is it drains itself on top of the other coffee, and then it imbues the taste of the French vanilla on the other coffee while it's getting the same drip activity. Let's open up Yes Chat. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the show. I'm David Sponheim, as you know. And we are doing a daily show. Cooking show, though, starts only at Thursday from 5 to 6. So here we are in the cooking show. And we have guests on. We have guests on. Here they come. All right, guys, come on in. Make yourself heard. Yeah. So I'm going to be filling up this container of coffee with a fresh hot cup of that special brew of mine. Now today, the dinner, all my dinners require an onion. So we're going to start with a yellow onion here. And every dinner that I make starts with an onion and a little bit of oil in the pan. I don't know if you've seen the consistency here. In this particular case, I'm going to be making this on the big burner, which will be up front center here. And essentially what this dish is a, hang on. What this dish is a Monte Cristo with shrimp in it. I'm going to put 3 tablespoons of oil in the bottom of this pan back here. My usual. The burner is set to 3 before I put the oil in. So don't do as I say, do as I do, or don't do as I do, do as I say. So I'm going to turn the burner on to 3 prior to putting the oil in. So don't put the oil in like I did, okay? But if you want to put the oil in now, it doesn't really matter. I always act like it's no big deal, but thank you. Yeah, it's a shrimpy Monte Cristo. And I thought, wouldn't it be a great idea to mix ham with... So I get this big double thing of ham at Costco for $8.88. So we're going to take a very small amount, no more than 4 pieces of ham out of here. And I'll put it on this nice blue willow plate, chopping surface. That's all the ham we're needing, no more than $1's worth. Now that's true if you buy that ham anywhere, it's about $1's worth. What I do is I rinse the ham off a little bit. My sink is always clean, don't worry. I clean it every day. All right, so I'm going to rinse that off. And the reason I did that is because I don't really want to have any nitrates, unnecessary nitrates on the dish. Very simple. You know, you can do that with any of your ham or turkey or whatever you're using. All right, I'm going to set that back there just temporarily while I continue prepping this onion. And I'm going to put the whole onion in this dish. There's no point in saving any of it. I mean, it's what, 10 cents for an onion? We also have some really good organic bread we're going to be using today. Non-GMO. If you like non-GMO, it's really good to go. All right, so we're going to take this, cut off the top of it, any kind of yellowing, you want to get rid of it. And we'll do the typical thing that we do every day when we do our show, which is to find the knife. There it is. I have a tendency to think it gets rid of the bad stuff. Guess Joey Bago Donuts. I do. It certainly doesn't hurt. So that oil in the back is on level 3, and we're just going to get ready to kind of put the onions in here. We're going to give this a basic cut in half and then diced along this way. And I go for kind of a fine dice on this particular dish because you want everything to kind of knit together. And these onions will be going with the shrimp. I'm going to pull the shrimp right out of the freezer. So you're going to see what $1 worth of shrimp is out of the freezer. Because basically the meat is $1, the shrimp is $1, and the bread is a little less than $1. And by the time you get it done with the onions and your egg, you're around $3. $3. Yeah, very simple budget, and you can keep everything on ice. You could even keep ham in the freezer if you wanted to. And the only thing you really have to have in the refrigerator are eggs. But I've seen people work with liquid eggs too. I'm putting the onions in the pan to cook, to saute. So we're doing that right now. That's basically the only vegetable you're going to be dealing with right now. You can put mushrooms in this to make an augmented Denver kind of a taste. We will not be able to use Spam on the show. I'm so sorry. Many of you Spam supporters are really, really pissed off here. Always keep a fresh paper towel in the kitchen so you can wipe your hands. It's always wise. You don't want to have unnecessary material out there in your face. I've been running, and I'll be running in 2020. I'm getting ready to get my my official paperwork signed for the FEC. We just submitted our quarterly reports today. That's an organic yellow onion. Yes, thank you very much. No, you know, I would shop at Whole Foods, but we don't have one near here. We'd have to go all the way to Bellevue. Ham is a very durable product and has a tremendous potential. All right, let's get back into the show, cooking. There's no reason to think that ham is not a durable product. It's fantastic. All right. You will have to cut the ham in half. It's a big move for you, so you just go like this. There you go. Getting that hot in the back. We're going to go grab the shrimp out of the refrigerator, or out of the freezer. These are my the best shrimp I could buy for the money. This is $7 a pound on sale. Aren't those nice? Yeah. They're Argentina shrimp. They were wild caught off the coastline of Argentina. Now you can use any kind of shrimp you want. You can even use baby shrimp in this dinner. You know, the really small ones. I'm going to cut the top on this. These guys are exemplary. I'm just going to use 2 of these, one for each of the sandwiches. I'm only making 2 sandwiches, but it's really enough for 3 people. You like this? There we go. Okay, I'll take 3 out. So that's about $1 worth of shrimp. Not even, because remember, we paid like $7 a pound for this stuff, which was on sale. Normally it's $17 a pound for wild caught shrimp. But we picked up a 4th of July deal, and that's what we found. So pretty cool. All right, I'm gonna kind of rinse them off just a little bit. When my coffee's done, I'm going to have a cup of coffee. I expect at least 60 million votes in 2020 once I get mainstream media attention. I'm going to set the shrimp right on the onions. So go ahead and lift the cover. Kind of move them around a little bit. So the shell's on there, so I'm going to be pulling the shell off in just a little bit. Okay, now I'm going to take it up to level 6. And really start hard cooking those onions with those shrimp. All right. And the idea is to take the shrimp down, melt it, cook it, and you're good to go. See? Buenos dias, buenos noches, buenos tardes. We are welcoming the Hispanic population into the vote because we want to give people a pathway to citizenship with our fast-track naturalization plan. Pretty cool. If you have any butter sitting around like that, I would advise putting it in there. But after you take the shells off. We're going to take the shells off first. Give it a little shake there. Shake, rattle, and roll. And I found a little scallion that might be nice. I picked up some organic scallions last week, and I'm going to use the last vestiges of them. This is from the previous show, if you recall. I don't know where the ham was created. You know, ham is one of those products that you try to minimize. You know, there's not a lot of mercury in the waters in near Argentina. Have you ever been down to Argentina? No, you haven't, have you? I haven't either. I'm afraid to go south of the border because I look like a gringo. I know. Yeah, I know it looks kind of intense when you get people looking at you going, "Oh, look at the gringo! Oh, look at him!" I just feel a little out of place. And then I thought to myself, that must be how it feels to be a minority in a country and feel out of place. So I totally understand how it feels to be a minority. Except, in some countries, I would be a minority. Everything is beautiful. Hey, I can smell that shrimp already. Hey, hey, hey. Yeah, I'm going to flip that over. Absolutely. As you know, I don't drink any alcohol, so, Oh, look at that. I just love the way shrimp looks when it's cooking. Isn't that pretty? Yeah, just flip it over, rotate. You want to distribute the heat. Now, by the time it cooks through at this level, surround it with the onions. We're going to have to get to the point where we can pull those shells off. Now, if you've got peeled shrimp ready to go out of the bag, cooked, just drop it right in there. I think it's a healthy meal. It's got glucosamine, which is found in shellfish, ham, which has got a lot of lysine and protein. I do milk in the coffee, yeah. Amateur hour. I don't drink hard milk. They did find out upstate, they did find out that there is benefits from drinking whole milk. We ran a story last night about that. No, I rinse the shrimp off, and the shrimp don't have any heads. These are big prawns. No, I don't show my my body because people are accusing me of being, so attractive that I'm a porno star in their minds. So I find that really disturbing. I've never done porno, and I find the fact that you're lusting after my incredibly sexy body very disturbing. So if you could stop doing that, I'd appreciate it. Thank you. Sarah is just going to eat the dinner later. She's going to relax. She's taking a night, kind of a girl's night out, watching TV and stuff. She'll be in the show, the regular show. I know Putin and Trump have a lot to discuss. The sex tape, the dossier, what Putin wants Trump to do, breaking up Ukraine, whatever Putin wants, Trump will do. Trump has been ordered by Putin, I believe, to meet. I think this was required. The Kremlin requires the President of the United States to meet with him in order to follow up on the Russians' operations here in the U.S. They're in the process of taking over our country. So if you didn't know that, maybe you might want to get on track with what's happening. Thank you. All right. Yeah, that comes as a shock, doesn't it? A lot of you are kind of like, huh, what did you just say? You Trump-tards. All right, I'm going to pop these shrimp out of here. Set them on the ham. It doesn't take a lot of time for shrimp to get anywhere. Look at that. I'm going to add some dill weed to this dish. You got to love dill weed. It's the best ingredient for fish or shrimp or anything like that. Put a few shakes on top of the onions. Okay. Turn the temperature down to level 3 now. These things peel right off. See how easy that is? You want to make sure there's no shells on here. And the bottom you just kind of squeeze, pinch it right out. Pinchola. And this is a big one. Look at that puppy, man. That was sitting around going, oh, I'm so happy, now I'm dead. Oh. My fantasy, that's funny. Dude, I'm revolutionizing America. I'm teaching people how to save money. You don't understand that? What a drip you are. Okay, now I'm caramelizing those onions. They're almost done. I'm taking off all 3 hulls. of this beautiful shrimp. Now this shrimp is done, man. It doesn't take a lot to cook a shrimp. All right, lift the cover on those onions. Zoom in. Get a better perspective. I'm going to wipe my hands off. All right. Take a nice sanitized knife and cut these shrimp into little pieces. You can put them anywhere, just about a ½ an inch size. Okay, ready? Nice. Beautiful. Okay, we're going to take the onions and group them all toward the middle. You know, I need a light. Gotta have a light. I was trying to get away from it, but I can't be too cheap here. Okay, now you're going to see the shrimp drop right in the middle here. Press those down like that, like a patty. Put the shrimp right in on top of that. You want to spread them out into 2 sections because you're having 2 servings. Okay. Washing again. Now I'm going to take 2 eggs and break them on top of that. I take the back of the knife and I give it a little crack. There's another egg. A little crack. Okay. Now take them and kind of push them together. You can break the yolks. It's okay. Okay. You may want to put a little more oil in here. So I'm going to put the butter in now. I'm going to take that butter and put it in there. Okay. And I'm going to take the ham and cover it like that. Okay, and put the ham over there. Put the ham anywhere you want, but you're going to separate these pieces into 2 helpings. Now it can be expanded into 3 helpings and you have 3 pieces of toast. But today I'm only going to do 4 pieces. Actually, you'd have to have 6 pieces of toast to make this. So I'm only doing 4 pieces of toast. But if you want to expand the recipe, it just gets more food and more good food. Today we're going to be cooking a organic, grapeseed, non-GMO, made by Franz up here in Washington. Very good company. I highly recommend their food. I really like their wheat. I think they're one of the best ever. There's also a Killer Dave's, or Dave's Killer bread. Pretty cool stuff. So we're going to throw the toast in the toaster. Thank you. We're going to throw these beautiful, oh, I'm telling you. Oh, the smell of this bread is so natural and organic. It's like no pesticides, no herbicides used in this. I'm going to take 2 nice pieces of bread and put them in the toaster. No genetically modified wheat or any other seeds were put in this. It's just like the best bread ever. And we're going to cook up 2 slices more. I'm going to pull them out right now. But again, if you want to expand this recipe, you can just add another egg and do what I'm doing right now. Okay. All right. Thanks for hearing about that. All right, I freeze bread, so it makes it last a little longer. While that's toasting, I'm going to go ahead and take a look at this right now on the stove because it's kind of a hands-on dinner. I'm going to take everything on the stove right there. Almost too bright now. I'm going to lift it right over and invert it like this. See how all the shrimp is still there? I'm going to take and move a lot of that ham from the other side. And I'm basically sandwiching the entire thing in ham. I'm putting whatever egg I can in and around it, and I'm separating it into two areas. So I'm going to cut it right there. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be an art piece. It's basically done. So I'm going to turn the flame off at this point. It can cook in its own heat. Now I'm going to show you a product that I picked up for 25 cents. I'm going to experiment with it today. I happen to get these items for 25 cents. It's called Go Veggie, and it has no soy in it and has no lactose in it. And I bought these on sale for 25 cents. They're normally like $1.50. But a little bit of cheese makes this dish really come alive. Try us for the laggy, huh? Let me show you the bread now. These come out toasted, like that. We're going to put them in the toaster like that. We want to toast that toast. But you don't want to over toast it, so my setting is pretty low, like right here. See that? So it's kind of a light toast. I'm going to take those scallions. I'm going to dice those up too, because they taste really good. When I go in there with fresh scallions, I'm going to add them to the dish, and it should be interesting. Right now, we just have two things sitting here. So what I'm going to do is add a little bit more oil in the middle here. So basically about 4 tablespoons of oil total. I'm going to put these in here like that. Nest them between the two. Press them down and just let them sit on the hot grill. Kind of get a little glaze. Now you can turn the level up to simmer or low. I'm going to put it at low. But what we're going to do is cook those on one side, and then I'm going to flip them over, and we'll put this stuff on each one of those. And then we're going to come in with a sandwich top and scallions. But there's one more thing I want to do. And that is to take one more egg. I'm going to break it in the plate. And I'm going to whisk it up. I'm going to whisk it up with a little bit of milk in it. Take a little bit of milk and put about that much. Whoa, that's too much milk. Now I've got real milk toast. So what I'm going to have to do with that is really use it as milk toast. I'm going to take my temperature up to level 3. I'm adapting. I'm going to take that toast out of there again. I'm going to soak it on both sides. Put it back in there. Because I'm making a Monte Cristo, really. Which is kind of like milk toast with really good ingredients in the inside, ham. Okay, so now we're up to level 3 again on the stove. I'm adapting. And I'm going to rinse my hands off. All right. Cooking is all about adaptation. So I'm going to chop these onions up real fine. Level 3 on the stove. We're good on time. Got to get a sharp knife whenever you work in the kitchen. Whatever you do, do not go without sharp knife. But be careful and always cut away from yourself. Pinching down on the item and keeping your fingers perpendicular to the ground. All right, that's going to go on top of the other end. I'm going to put that on the underside. I'm going to put the eggs down. I'm going to put the onions on it. And I'm going to put the toast on it. The toast is done over here. Good. So what we have to do is flip these breads. You know, I'm going to take this to level 6 now. all about adaptation. I'm taking it up to level 6. That's funny. Yeah, I want to start hard cooking those toasts. That surf and turf is going on those toasts at a hard level. I need to actually, because of the excessive amount of milk and egg I used, the milk I used, I've got to actually accelerate the cooking cycle. I'm going to say level medium. Level 6 is medium. Well, you know, this could be better than, you know, eating out. It's cheaper, too. I added the onions. They're already in there. The onions are mixed in with the egg and the shrimp and the ham. Yeah, we're set. You can add the garlic, but I'm going to try this cheese out. It's pretty cool. 25 cents a container. I bought 4 of these for $1. So I'm going to use 3 slices of this stuff. It's bound to be better than like really fattening cheese if you're on a diet. It's made out of rice. Filtered water, rice flour is the basic ingredient. No, I cooked for Sarah and I. Thank you. Okay, I hear the sizzle. We're getting the sizzle now. I'm going to go ahead and flip those over. This is a tricky part. Oh, that's a beautiful, beautiful patina finish. Beautiful. Flip that over. Oh, I need a little oil. I can't put any, don't put it down on 0 oil. There we go. I'm using extra virgin olive oil. Perfect. Okay, now those are cooking on both sides. Then I take this portion right here, scoop it right into the dish, put it right on top of each one of them. You can position the bread in a different angle if you want to get more room, or it depends on what size grill you're working with. Moving the bread is a good idea because it ensures that it doesn't stick. Okay, there we go. Perfect. All right. Beautiful. Okay, now I'm going to take another piece of toast, soak it. Wow, that's actually the perfect amount of milk. Had I not put enough milk in, it would have been light. Okay? And I'm going to take that final piece of toast and just, whoa, diving camera. That was a trick shot. Diving camera, that was really good. Yeah, actually running a little bit low on egg here. Isn't that weird? Okay, let's blow the egg off on that side. Sprinkle the onions on top, scallions on top, and if they go off the side, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You know what I'm talking about? Don't worry about it. Now you can move the eggs around. Okay, good. Now I'm going to put the cheese in on top of this. See how the cheese goes on top of each one of them? So in this particular case, I only have 2 slices I need. Hello. There it is. Like an artificial, it's a rice flour mix. Okay, I'm going to take this and put the bread, the toast, on top of the cheese at the same angle as the bread's supposed to be. There we go. And I'm going to do the same with the other, with the egg on top or the bottom. It doesn't really matter. Okay, here comes the best part. Give it a little shake and flip that sucker over. There you go. And the cheese is on the downside. The grill is on the top. Turn your burner off. Put a little bit of water on both sides of your stainless steel container. About 2 tablespoons on both sides. Cover it up and let it sit. And it's going to be done. You're going to be able to serve that. We are finished. Notice how nothing burned? Nothing burned, and I turned the flame off. And it's sitting its own heat. I don't want to lose weight. What are you kidding? I weigh like 230. I'm built like a brick. You know what I mean? Lose weight. Why would I want to lose weight? Holy man. If I lost weight, I wouldn't have my incredible physique. What are you talking about? This is not, man. This is really good. You got ham and shrimp inside, all melded together with cheese. Yummy. You know, someday you may be out of food. You may be out there on the side of the road wondering why you're homeless. It may look gross, but it's tasty. I'm going to prep it in just a few minutes for presentation. Okay? I just finished. It's fantastic. I'm going to present it. You're going to see the whole thing. In fact, I'm going to put it on the blue willow plate here. Blue willow, by the way, dates back to the ancient times. It's an imprint from China. And it is one of the most famous of all plates ever produced, the blue willow plate. I have a collection of blue willow. I love it. I know my inner thighs are naturally, I have a sculpted swimmer's body. So my whole body is built like, you know who Michael Phelps is? That's what I look like. Without the bong hit. Did you hear Michael Phelps is going to be taking he's actually taking on a 24-foot shark, a great white, and he's going to be swimming in a competition. You hear about that? Well, I was thinking of challenging him because I swim faster than Michael Phelps, technically. I just don't have the endurance to, I'm a speed swimmer, so I don't really have the endurance to go the full distance. But in a 50-yard dash, I think I can beat him. No, I'm not sexually attracted to Michael Phelps. No, I'm not gay. You knew that, right? You could tell. No, I'm talking about swimming against Michael Phelps and a great white shark. No, none of the food I served you is poison. I served you 3 eggs. There's 4 pieces of bread. You can expand to 6 pieces. Did you hear what that person said? They will kill Sponheim as soon as they think it's necessary. That's what they think. What they don't understand is I'm not exactly easy to kill. You know, they have a weird file on me. Did you hear about the file they pulled up from Kosovo? Yeah. It's not even me. It's some other David John Sponheim. It was bizarre. That's right. They pulled up some other David John Sponheim. He spells his name, the middle name, John. Mine is Jon for short for Jonathan. And it was amazing. The guy went to Kosovo. He killed lots of people. I mean, it's really sad. He was in Bosnia. Anyway, yeah. It just, for me to be somehow my name matching his, it's like, what? Yeah. Going to be your last one. All right. Thank you very much for, by the way, this is a good time of the year to pick up Walla Walla onions. Sarah got these for $1 a pound, and they are the tastiest little things to serve with this dish. I'm going to shave off a thin slice of Walla Walla to put with a garnish on this dish. Yeah, you betcha. Take a little shave off of that there. Yeah, throw a little fresh sweet onion on there. Oh yeah. With the chives, with the organic chives, oh man. Man, I'm serving up the best possible food on earth. Hey, I'm going to start the show in just a second. But before I do, I'm going to unveil my masterpiece. Whoa! Yay! Look at that. Wonderful. One on one side. And the other on the other side. And anything in between. Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. And I'm going to garnish it with fresh Walla Walla onions. Admittedly, that's a little dirty in there, but what do you think? Not bad, huh? That's a lot of food. You could easily turn that into 3 of these things. But you can definitely feed 3 people with that amount of food. And then the pan requires water and soaking. I know what you're saying. You're saying, well, why don't you just get stickless Tefal stuff, Dave? Because I don't want to eat Teflon. I don't think it's appropriate. Drink plenty of water. That is so good. That is so nice. Okay, I have a little extra time here to kill, so look at, okay, you know something? I'm going to be really nice for all of you and change it to 2 people, okay? Thank you. So the official will be $3 for 2. Now you and your lovely transgender lover or whatever the hell you're into can hang out and have surf and turf on toast. $3 for $2 for 2 people. All right? And again, you can easily expand this to 3 people by just adding 2 more pieces of toast and 1 more egg. Okay? Hey, I love women, okay? I've never met a woman I didn't like. That's the problem. Yeah, I have to, you know, I'm not a womanizer. I show women a lot of respect. I don't grab them by the beep, beep. But you know something? I really find them attractive. Super attractive. You know, I've always found women attractive. It kind of takes my mind off of things if I want to, you know, look into a crowd of people and say, wow, you ladies are beautiful. Wow, look at you. Beautiful lips, those beautiful eyes. Oh, yeah. You must make a guy really happy. Yeah, women dig me. Right? They like it. They like a man who cooks for them. But they don't really need to know that you spent $2 or $3 on this. Okay? No, Sarah knows that men look around at other women. I don't act on my urges. It's a ham and cheese, Justin. It's actually a Monte Cristo. And when you taste the egg in it and it seals together. Now this is dinner, you can easily put a cover over and zap it like that. Throw it in the microwave for a minute or 2 and you're ready for dinner. So say you're working ahead, your husband's coming in late or your wife's coming in late and you want to make something for them. You just go ahead and put it out there. You can sit out on the counter for a couple hours. It's not going to hurt it. And and then go ahead and just throw it in the microwave for 2 minutes and you're good to go. It may just alter it. Don't run it at high, run it at medium if you can. All right, I'll be in just a second. The Monte Cristo became a surf and turf when I decided to add shrimp to it. And I didn't just add any shrimp. I added Argentinian wild-caught shrimp with no radiation from Fukushima to speak of. Yeah, this is a deradiated sandwich. The ham was farmed out of the Midwest in Ohio. Yeah. Nothing but the best. You know, I hate this tie. Because it's the one I have to always, it's too long of a tie. I have worn a bow tie. I have, and every time I do, people laugh at me. They make fun of me. Just a little farther on that one. Yeah. They make fun of me. And it's not right. It's not right to be bullied, made fun of. No, Sarah's a woman, dude. Yeah, you can use shrimp in a can, Rodney, if you're really short on money. I know, a lot of times you're really, you spend a lot on your, your habit. So if you get some shrimp in a can, you can make this dish when you're totally drunk. And you're like, I can't believe I didn't find my girl on. And then you're like in there with the vodka. And then, yeah, you could do this at 3 a.m, man. Hell yeah. I'm trying to help you out. I know where you're coming from. What the heck? See what I mean about this tie? That is an odd tie, but it's a lovely tie. Hey, I'll be signing off now, everybody. Thank you for watching our show. This has been Surf and Turf Day. If you haven't seen the final result, this is it. Dinner for 2 for only $3. Wonderful, wonderful meal. Signing off. See you again next time. This will be uploaded at 2 in the morning tonight. If you want to watch it in archive.